Alex Jones ordered to pay $965 million to Sandy Hook families. It's slightly more than the yearly income of my channel. It's a lot. Where's the video link? I know that it was live recording like 2 minutes ago. There's no way the full amount is going to get paid out, right? The courts are going to lower this, right? Like this might be the initial order, but there's some cap on how much you can pay for punitive damages. That being said, I do want to see.
Is the case with all jury
and Professor Atwood.
Nothing from the defense. Damages to plaintiff Nicole Hockley and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems at line A and line B, $73,600,000.
Hold on.
To plaintiff William Aldenberg.
Hold on. Here it is.
Number 1, compensatory damages. The jury.
All right, Mr. Farrell.
Okay.
Thank you.
Rare. It is so incredibly rare that you see pieces of shit like Alex Jones actually get torn apart on defamation. It is so rare.
Damages past and future, $10 million. B, emotional distress damages past and future, $18,800,000. Total fair, just, and reasonable damages to plaintiff Jacqueline Barden and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems at line A and line B, $28 million.
How are these numbers determined? The jury decides how much they despise the defendant. They just sort of ponder how much they hate him.
$800,000, initialed by juror number 1. To plaintiff Mark Barden. A, defamation/slander damages, past and future, $25 million. B, emotional distress damages, past and future, $32,600,000. Total fair, just, and reasonable damages to plaintiff Mark Barden and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems at line A and line B, $57,600,000, initialed by juror number 1. To plaintiff Nicole Hockley. A, defamation/slander damages, past and future, $32 million. B, emotional distress damages, past and future, $41,600,000. Total fair, just, and reasonable damages to plaintiff Nicole Hockley and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems at line A and line B, $73,600,000. Initialed by juror number 1.
Where's Shu? Is Shu still here? Can't wait for the Legal League video on this. Yeah. Shu is still here. Shu, I'm sorry that your most viable sugar daddy scenario has been cut off.
To plaintiff Ian Hockley. A, defamation/slander damages, past and future, $38 million. B, emotional distress damages, past and future, $43,600,000. Total fair, just, and reasonable damages to plaintiff Ian Hockley and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems at line A and line B, $81,600,000, initialed by juror number 1. To plaintiff Jennifer Hensel. A, defamation/slander damages, past and future, $21 million. B, emotional distress damages, past and future, $31 million. Total fair, just, and reasonable damages to plaintiff Jennifer Hensel and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems at line A and line B, $52 million, initialed by juror number 1. To plaintiff Donna Soto. A, defamation/slander damages, past and future, $18 million. B, emotional distress damages, past and future, $30 million. Total fair, just, and reasonable damages to plaintiff Donna Soto and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems at line A and line B, $48 million, initialed by juror number 1. To plaintiff Carly Soto Parisi. A, defamation/slander damages, past and future, $30 million. B, emotional distress damages, past and future, $36 million. Total fair, just, and reasonable damages to plaintiff Carly Soto Parisi and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems at line A and line B, $66 million, initialed by juror number 1. To plaintiff Carlos Matthew Soto. A, defamation/slander damages, past and future, $18,600,000. B, emotional distress damages, past and future.
How does anyone pay off $1 billion? It's probably not going to end up being the total amount. I mean, he'll file for bankruptcy probably. It's complicated. I'm not an accountant. Oh, since I'm sure there are people who are watching who are not as agreeable as the people in my chat, I'll simply say this. Free speech can't meaningfully exist in a society where hateful, defamatory, incorrect speech is prioritized to the same degree that truthful, beneficial speech is. The whole purpose of the free marketplace of ideas, to whatever extent it exists, is to build systems in which the best ideas rise to the top. But we know they don't rise to the top on their own. If they did, then we would never have any dictatorship or any cults or anything like that. Obviously, that's not how it works. We have to build systems to ensure that better ideas are more likely to succeed. Since Alex Jones' ideas are definitionally defamatory and incorrect, incredibly hateful, targeted, and took place over the course of many years, during which he was given every conceivable opportunity to stop. This is not some guy errantly making a couple of less than fully accurate comments and getting punished for it. This is a person who has taken every possible opportunity to worsen the world, and we have punishments for people who worsen the world. We have criminal punishments for some and civil for other, and that's what we're seeing right here. I would never want to live in a society in which there were absolutely no potential punishments for slander or libel or defamation or whatever else. This is a part of building the system in which a free marketplace of ideas could potentially exist.
$39 million. Total fair, just, and reasonable damages to plaintiff Carlos Matthew Soto and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems, add line A and line B, $57,600,000, initial by jury number 1. To plaintiff Jillian Soto Marino, A, defamation/slander damages, past and future, $30 million. B, emotional distress damages, past and future, $38,800,000.
I imagine it goes on like this for quite some time. They read out, so suffice to say, they read out a large series of numbers.
The last page is juror number 1's signature and a date.
To speak or not speak about your experience. Now, you may be contacted by members of the media seeking comment from you about your experience in this case. You are under no obligation to speak to the media, nor do you need to provide any explanation for not doing so. As you know, highly publicized trials may arouse strong reactions in the public. For this reason and others, you may wish not to publicize your service as a juror. That decision is entirely your own. Now I can deviate.
Woo! Does Connecticut really not have a limit to punitive damages? Connecticut does not cap compensatory damages, but in product liability actions, punitive okay, so this isn't product liability. Whoo! In Texas, there was a cap to compensatory damages. This time, though, woo. That's gonna hurt. Yoikers.
From the script. On a personal note, I would like to thank you all for your service and your dedication in serving on this jury, for taking time out of your busy lives. I hope that you found the experience a rewarding one, and I thank you for your service on behalf of the parties, the lawyer, and the court. You are hereby formally discharged from your service as jurors. Thank you again. We are adjourned.
Wow.
Suffered from his false claim that the school shooting was a hoax.
Pretty incredible. Also report more on what the reaction is right now. But Jessica, your reaction here to what is close to $1 billion in damages reached by the jury.
These are astronomical figures. The jury was really, really angry, and we can absolutely understand why. What Alex Jones did here is just horrific. And I was wrong when you asked me a few minutes ago, will we see those hundreds of millions of dollars, more than $500 million? And I thought, no, because of how cases typically
Her hair, I actually really like her hair. This is like borderline anime hair. It's very dynamic.
go. And I think we now know what took the jury so long. One, there's nothing typical about this, thank goodness. And two, we know the jury.
Yeah, goddamn. Yeah, well, we'll get a follow-up on this soon. We will. Probably on Alex Jones' response to it, which will probably take a bit to come out.
$1,000.
57 million, 20 million, 50 million, 80 million, 100 million, blah, blah. You get $1 million, you get 100 million, you get a 50 million.
Slander damages.
True. All right, we got it. He's just saying he'll pay. Nice.